Hi friends. So this is a quick overview. We'll take a look at it right here. It's very simple. Okay, watch this lesson. I go through quite a few performances. You'll see them here. I talk about Vito Acconci, Michelangelo Pistoletto, Gordon Matta Clark briefly. Don't know how to pronounce his first name, but Shea. He's a Taiwanese American artist. You're going to watch this. That should help formulate some of what you're thinking about in terms of performances, how you could respond to it critically. And your first assignment, right, is respond to it. You're going to pick an artist that we looked at today, whenever you watch this, and you're going to describe the performance that you're picking, right? Because, for example, you could pick a Marina Abramovic performance that I didn't include, right? I just included Rhythm Zero. You could pick a different one. Same thing with Vito Acconci or Michelangelo Pistoletto. You could use any of the performances by any of these artists. Okay, so do a little research on the artist and the particular performance, and you should have two types of responses to it: a critical response and a personal response. What's the piece addressing? Its larger themes, its values. How could you position it in the world or in the art world? And personally, questions you have, and they could be anything, right? You want to know about the work, or perhaps questions as in, what the heck is it about? And I'm not really buying it, or what. You can challenge, okay? So I want to give you room to have your own responses. And then the third part of that, what connections can you make about the work? To the world that took place, like at the time, if you can do that. But more importantly, I'm interested in how it connects to your life today. Why did you pick it, and what can you relate it to the world you're living in as well today? All right. So optional, you can add other things for me to think about or for us to think about as a group. The second thing you're going to do this week is brainstorm a draft for a performance project. You're going to design a performance project. You'll have another 2 weeks to do that in. Okay, if you take a look at it, you're gonna brainstorm 3 possible ideas, put them in a quick paragraph, like a couple sentences, and then for one of them, flesh it out just a little bit. Give it a title. How long is it going to take place? You know, if it was like Shay's work, it would be a year. So that's variable. It's up to you. But think about it. Logistics. You're going to go over some of these, situations and have to identify what are the variables, what can you control, how do you organize it, and your rationale. Okay, this could be about the Abramovic, right? What objects are not, what the audience take, right? With Rhythm Zero, you'll see about that. And she set up the conditions, and the rationale was to really explore how far would the audience go. That was one of the things she was interested in exploring. Who is your audience? You can think of everything from Yoko Ono's cut piece that we saw last week, right? To you controlling the audience. Is it everybody at once? Is it one at a time? How do you make it work? Are you divided from them? Can they interact with you? Can you interact with them? Have fun with this. I know you're not necessarily a performance artist, but I want you to position yourself, and start thinking about how do you interrogate a culture you live in, and how do you bring art out of the museum, perhaps, into a space, and that space could be anything. You can base a little bit of what you've done on the Capro work that you did last week, thinking about what a happening is and extending that into a more controlled performance. Okay, thanks friends.